Hey guys, and welcome to today's video where I'll be going through the top 5 worst Leopard Gecko starter kits. I initially wanted to do the top 10 best, but it was a struggle to find any particularly good ones. That is just the way of the starter kit. So let's look at what to avoid. And by the way, I did want to look at PetSmart because I know they had their Thrive collection, and I couldn't remember if they had a kit for leopard geckos. However, for whatever reason, I am blocked from PetSmart's website. I've tried it on Safari, Chrome, Internet Explorer, Microsoft Edge, whatever that is. Access denied across the board. I don't know if this is the same for other people in the UK or I'm just blacklisted, but I cannot access PetSmart's website. But anyway, let's get on with the kits. So at number 5 we have the Exoterra Kit. So this is at number 5 because there's nothing inherently dangerous about this kit really. What I will say is it's quite small, but that's certainly not the smallest tank we'll see in this list. Trust me, wait till you see some of the others. But it is an 18 by 18 by 12 inch tank. I feel an adult would certainly need a bigger tank. It does come with a heat mat, but no thermostat or digital thermometer, which is disappointing. It does come with an LED, which, you know, I think is good because it does allow the gecko to distinguish day from night, although I wouldn't recommend using the night setting of this LED. And there is a hide and a sand mat. It's not terrible, but for $150 to $160, it's a lot of money for a tank that's going to be too small for your gecko by the time it's like 6 months old. So it isn't the best, and it certainly doesn't cover all the things you'll need. At number 4, we have the Zilla Premium Desert Starter Kit. Now, I think I've seen Zilla in the UK a few times. I'm not sure. I think it's more of an American brand. Now, price-wise, this kit is actually quite inexpensive. It's only $50, so that's actually quite good. However, the tank is so small, and as I said, this is going to be a running theme throughout this video. But it's 20 by 10 by 12 inches, so far too small for an adult leopard gecko. Maybe a hatchling will be okay, but this is just so small. Now the kit includes 2 reflective dome light fixtures, a black incandescent bulb which is meant to be for nighttime, but if you need heat at night then use, I don't know, a ceramic heat emitter, deep heat projector, heat mat. None of them release any light and they can be used at night. I don't see the point in using a black incandescent bulb which will let off a little bit of light. They also include a white spot bulb, which we'll get into in a moment, a screen cover, which is that just a lid? I'm not sure. A humidity temperature gauge, which, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know these are trash. They literally just read the air temperature. They're not going to read what your gecko's actually being exposed to. So you'll need a digital thermometer with a probe or a non-contact laser thermometer to read the exact temperature. The kit also includes brown terrarium liner, which, you know, it's better than calcium sand, but the liners do need cleaning more as they often harbour a lot of bacteria. Now, one thing that really bugs me about kits like this is when they supply a heat bulb, like they do in this one, and they never include thermostats or the right kind of thermometers, which can be super dangerous, especially when you're dealing probably with like a kid or someone just getting into the reptile hobby who might not really realise the dangers of heating equipment. So I really feel like this is a bit of a disservice to a beginner owner. Overall, this kit is cheap, but the size is only really suitable for a hatchling. The bulbs could potentially burn your gecko if not controlled, and you need so many more things like hides, water bowl, supplements and so on. Side note, I did notice that Josh's Frogs includes an 18 by 18 by 20 inch Zilla terrarium in one of their kits. Bit of a strange choice for a terrarium size for a leopard gecko. Nevertheless, they do also do an Exoterra kit that would probably be better than the Zilla one, and it's cheaper. But anyway, one thing that stood out to me is the price of the digital thermometer and hygrometer. I thought it was a mistake. It can't be $51.99. That's insane. We don't pay that over here. Then I looked it up, and these are the prices for a digital thermometer and hygrometer. Please tell me that this isn't normal in America, because that's insane. So if you're in a situation, please don't pay $52 for a thermometer. You can literally find an unbranded one that does the exact same thing on eBay or Amazon for like $5. At number 3, we have the Zoomed Repti Habitat Leopard Gecko Kit. So size-wise, this is 20 by 10 by 12 inches, so it is on the small side. The first thing it includes is 10 pounds of Repti sand. Now, from what I can tell, this isn't calcium sand. However, I think if you're going to use sand, you'd mix it with like organic topsoil or something. I just don't think 100% sand is great for leopard geckos. You do get a food/water bowl, a combi light fixture, day-night reptile heat bulbs, once again with an analog thermometer and no thermostat, just really irresponsible. You also get a book, water conditioner, samples of the calcium and vitamin powder, and all of this for £95, which I guess is a lot cheaper than some of the other kits we'll be looking at today, but you'll probably end up just replacing so much and adding more stuff to this. At number 2, we have the Komodo Leopard Gecko Kit. Now this one, first off, is just super small. It's 40 by 30 by 35 centimeters, which is about 15 by 11 by 13 inches. This is by far the smallest tank we'll be looking at today. To give you an idea of how small this is, when I first got Maui, he was 6 grams, and I had him in an 18-inch long faunarium, okay? This tank with Komodo is only 15 inches. By the time Maui was 12 grams, I felt he was big enough to move into a 24-inch long tank. Now, if you've been following his progress, you'll see he grows quickly. This size tank would probably have lasted me like a week or two with Maui. I cannot imagine putting anything bigger than like a 6-gram hatchling in this. It's insane. This kit also includes a Habitat heat mat, which, to be fair, I do like Habitat heat mats, they're good quality. There is a Habitat den, a Komodo thermometer, once again it's an analog dial thermometer, just like why. There's also moss and some desert terrain, whatever that is, and premium leopard gecko insect dusting powder. Is that calcium? Is that vitamins? I don't know. There's also a water dish and a Leopard Gecko care book, which I would recommend my own, obviously, leopardgeckomerch.com, shameless plug. But no, seriously, if you have bought my book already, thank you so much. I put so much effort into it, and it's so lovely to see people buying and enjoying it, so thank you, it really does mean a lot. But yeah, this kit, it's a bit of a mess. It's also super expensive. It's £135, about $180 for something that's not really suitable for a gecko over like 2 months old. And number 1 is this kit that I personally have never heard of before, but when I found it I was like, what on earth? It is the Pet Express Leopard Gecko Kit, and though it's not overly expensive and not as small as the Komodo kit, it comes with an 18 by 11.5 by 6 inch tank that opens from above, which would be incredibly impractical if you did want to add overhead heating or UV, but also being only 6 inches deep, I think that'd be quite dangerous to install something so close to your animal. To give you an idea, that faunarium that I put Maui in for the first 2 weeks I had him was 18 by 12 by 6.5 inches, so a similar size, but you can get those faunariums from anywhere from like £10 to £20, and it's handy because you're not going to be using them for long. So I couldn't imagine buying a vivarium this size to keep an adult leopard gecko in. It would be such a waste of money and just no room. On top of that, the kit comes with two 2.5 kilograms of reptile sand. Now, I couldn't find any information on this sand. Is it normal sand? Is it calcium sand? I don't know. As well as this, you get one hide, a water bowl, and once again a dial thermometer and a heat mat. So yeah, do you want a 6-inch deep sand pit for your gecko? No, I did not think so. So thankfully it looks like this is out of stock, so nobody will be buying it soon, and I really hope that not many people bought this when it was available because it's just a mess. So all in all, it's very hard to find a decent starter kit. I have pitched an idea to a reptile shop over here about creating like smaller kits, so you could have your electrical pack where you have your heater and thermostat, thermometer, UV, LED, or like your decorations pack or your supplements pack. But that way you can sort of mix and match and get exactly what you want and there's no waste. Hopefully that comes to something at some point in the future, but we'll see. But yeah, I hope this video has been somewhat helpful. If you want a list of all the things you need for your leopard gecko, I'll leave a link to that video at the end. But yeah, if you haven't already, please subscribe. But thank you for watching, and goodbye.